You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. Not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, Animal Man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah.
There's a freaking camera now. Now we're using wow, that's a wide field of view. Holy freaking jeez. What is this? I don't know. Good technology. I've never held it before. Anyways, I'm gonna restart where we were because freaking we need to go over everything again. This is me. I'm in nature. I don't know if this technically counts as nature or not because it's kind of a neighborhood. It's the closest to nature I've ever been before, so freaking there you have it. It is also starting to sprinkle, which is not good for a vlog about nature. Screw nature. I don't think that nature wanted me to be out here either. We have Joe Bob with me because why the crap not, and then we also have Joe Bob's controller because because had to bring some of not nature out into nature so that we could, you know, be slightly at home, but also not really, you know. No reason not to.
I don't even have batteries in it. There are no batteries in this controller. Where are my batteries?
How was I supposed to play Overwatch with the controller if it had no batteries? You did what?
You plug the thing, you plug it into the computer and it powers on.
That's so lame.
Well, might as well be this lame. No batteries? That doesn't work, man.
Freaking jeez. Got it. I don't even know.
Through the power of editing, we'll come up with something better.
Yes, this is going to be real exciting, man. I thought this all the way out. I was just like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk, and that's it. And it's gonna be an entertaining video, and you're gonna like it.
Because the YouTubes, everyone likes everything. Except for Casey Neistat. No one likes it.
Whoa! 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 That was harsh, man. I don't like him either, but it was still harsh.
It was harsh. It was still harsh. Yeah. But I agree with your statement.
Yes.
Paradoxes are building.
Can paradoxes build things?
No.
Oh, okay.
They can't build anything. More paradoxes.
Bruh! Paradoxception, which is a paradox. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. We'll go with that. There's a thing. I found a thing. I found nature! That is the weirdest. Okay. How awkward do you think it would be if I stuck out my camera for all of the cars driving by to see a camera stuck in their face and... Hi! Don't mind me. You're just going on the YouTubes now, whether you like it or not.
Yep. Here you go. Here's your first customer.
Yeah! Hi! It's a blue car, too. That's pretty cool, I'd say.
It's pretty neat.
Well,
she didn't notice.
She didn't even notice us.
Didn't
I'm a
notice,
nobody.
Waved and smiled, just kept on driving like it was some sort of normal occurrence to have a camera stuck in her face every day.
That is normal, don't you know? We live in the 21st century. We just vlog all day, every day. We could go onto that trampoline right now and nobody will know us, maybe.
Well, it looks like someone might be home, so let's go try it.
Maybe. There's not a cloud in the sky, except for the fact that the sky is a giant cloud. That's a paradox. We need to get to the woods, and quickly. Except we're maybe halfway there.
Fantastic.
Also, this bush is gonna have to cause you to go over a little bit in front of me as well, and that's annoying. I don't appreciate that. Oh! Like, the bush just made me stop the recording on accident. That's so fake. It's not even real.
It's like CNN. CNN stands for Completely Nonsensical Network.
Hello, nature. You're annoying. I bet you by the time that just before we get there, it'll start pouring down, and then your camera will break, and
Never get this footage.
Nope.
And YouTube will never see this footage.
This may never actually end up on the YouTube. It may never actually be a thing. How's that feel? What if there isn't?
Woods in its natural habitat.
It's woods in its natural the woods it is its natural habitat. That makes literally negative amounts of sense.
If the woods are the natural habitat, then the woods are in their natural habitat.
Yeah, but like the woods are, oh my gosh.
They're still building.
Paradoxes are still building and they can't even build. There's a dude mowing his lawn over there, and it's gonna be really awkward with me having this camera here sticking up in my, it's probably even worse than the blue car chick person. Dude, you can control nature. This is the most realistic looking game I've ever been in my life. These are the weirdest looking steps I've ever seen in my life. Slightly slippery. Oh, it's all good though. Oh, I think there's a bee or two in here. That's why it's been abandoned since 1987. It's all right, guys. There's a steering wheel. You know, you gotta just imagine the people just like who build the playgrounds, and they see their playground and they see their amazingness, and then they're just like, you know what's missing? A freaking steering wheel. We just need to put a steering wheel that does absolutely nothing but turn, because that's entertainment. Do it for the children. I'm literally, my legs don't even fit through this. Okay, here we go.
So we see the death of animals.
Incoming in 3, 2,
1.
Ugh. I'm dead now. Only on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna control the turtle, controlling you. All right, here we go. All right, ready? All right, here we go. You're doing great. Just keep. I think I'm winning. Doing great. Freaking jeez.
Oh, you're that bad at controlling the turtle. I almost fell out.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna go through this. Two nail. Oh, there's a spider in here. Say hello to the spider. Oh, freaking jeez, I literally thought I was breaking it, you freaking turd. I'm gonna leave. It just wasn't worth. Just so you all know my willpower, I couldn't go through that tunnel. That lots of willpower, I would say. Hey, look, there's dangerous things over here with fences around them. Oh, I wonder what terrible, awful creatures are in this zoo. As you can see, over here we have the African box.
As you can see right here. Got to be very quiet. Here we see the wild African box in its natural habitat. Now we've got to be very quiet while we're sneaking up on it.
Okay.
It's very easy to scare.
Oh, okay.
What the heck?
I got it.
Shut up.
Okay, we got. Whoa, dude. 2-2-0, and think that confirms the Illuminati or something.
If you look at it like this, triangle, 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 triangle. But if you split it like this, triangle, triangle.
Geometry is stupid. I think Illuminati is geometry because, I mean, it literally is a triangle.
The Illuminati is geometry.
Hey, cool. That's what barbed wire looks like. And is that...
Did you just say barbed lyre?
Barbed lyre. It's Barbie doll lyre. That's a dragonfly.
That is a nature fly.
That's a nature fly? Dude, I've never seen one of those.
Would you look at this? We see naturally occurring broken glass bottles.
Huh!
Yeah.
Yeah. Bet you can't fit through that tunnel right there. You see the tunnel? You see it? You see the tunnel, but you can't fit in it. Bet you can't go through it. Bet you can't meme your way in there. It's gonna try. Okay, well, this is quite a sight. If it would be quite a sight if it could focus, but I mean, it's stuck. Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you, Joe Bob. I'm just gonna run away with your phone now, and thanks for unlocking it for me. I really appreciate that. Maybe I should join you. I'm gonna here.
And here we go. And here we see...
Oh, I've never been on the ground before. This is so weird.
And here we see a man trying to fit through what would appear to be... a very small tunnel. Are you trying to fit through there?
No.
You what, mate?
This actually is my arm.
Your arm is concrete and plastic.
Yeah, they put concrete over it, and I told them not to do it, but they didn't listen.
Well, makes sense, I guess.
There's the pan. This is the panda. We are in China. This is what pandas look like, apparently. Nature is so weird. No fishing, swimming, or boating allowed. Well, that's just lame. They didn't say no memeing allowed, so I mean, I guess we could do all those things.
Memes.
Also, there's a nice handy-dandy wild trash can here. I've never seen one before.
And here we see a wild trash can in its natural habitat, full of dog crap in plastic bags.
Which way are we gonna go? Which path will you take? Will you take...
Always go left.
Why? Right is always right, though.
Although that may be true. Left leads to memes.
Okay, we're going left. What does this say? No fishing. We already got that stupid ground. Dadgummit. Oh, Mr. Sign. Mr. Sign, stop following us, please. We already get it.
I am not fishing, nor am I boating, nor am I swimming.
Nor am I sneezing.
Well,
there is
nature destroying man-made things.
Haha, screw you, man-made things.
Then there is pollen, for no apparent reason.
Is that pollen?
That is pollen.
That is pollen. Everyone hates pollen, but you know, pollen,
some of us are allergic to it.
Sometimes you have to be, you know, really.
You must become one with the pollen.
No! Whoa! Stop! Will you take the easy route or the hard route?
I choose neither. Hold this.
What? Wow, man. Wow, you freaking... I'm winning!
Actually, no, I'm winning.
No, but I have the controller. You can't win if you're... Alright, I'm gonna take the easy route. Well, this is pretty exciting, man. That is the weirdest looking television I've ever seen in my life.
We're gonna go play NBA 2K13.
Spam A!
Of course.
This is so intense. I can't do this.
It's not...
I can't deal with this.
I think... Oh, the system overheated from too much meme. Spam A was too strong.
Well, so far nature is pretty boring. It's like green here, but that's not grass. It's like imposter grass. Just like Overwatch, which is the fake TF2.
Yes.
Bro, we have a choice.
Dirt road.
We have a dirt road.
Or a man-made road. But that's right, and this is left. And
so,
we determined earlier, memes.
Yeah, okay, to the memes. Here we have the tree 1-800. It's the 1-800 tree. Ladies and gentlemen.
1-800. Call trees.
And then we
for
have...
all your shade-giving and tick-harboring needs.
What is this?
And here we have Herbo.
Herbo the tree.
Herbo the tree.
That's... Hello, Herbo.
Hi, Herbo.
I wanna pet Herbo.
I wanna control Herbo.
Dang, son.
He doesn't have the right port. Here we have what appear to be peach trees.
What the? They have eyes. This is improper. And 3 eyelashes. That's like a lot less than us. That's pretty boring. You guys are so lame. I judge the lameness of trees by how many eyelashes they have, and you guys are lame. So how many ticks do you have on you so far?
Probably about 12 and a half.
12 and a half? What happened to the other half of one?
I controlled it out of existence.
Well, that's just wasteful.
Here we see a pipe that we might actually be able to fit through.
Yeah.
Are you willing to crawl?
Am I willing to crawl? I've never been willing to crawl. I've never crawled before in my life. I was standing up since I was out of the womb.
Oh, there are multiple spiders in there. Yeah.
This is the biggest arm I've ever seen in my life. Well, as you can see, we've
dried up Mississippi.
Yeah.
At its northernmost point.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this is.
All of the Mississippi.
Mississippi. You're doing great.
Ta-da! Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Only fools are positive.
That sounds really wise. Are you a fortune cookie?
And here, we see the wild signs of someone who was here. But we don't know who it was.
We don't know who it was.
Because somebody was here, but we don't know who it was.
F. So his name, it's Jeff. Jeff was here.
Jeff was here.
Jeff was here. Looks like it ended with a Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Okay, so we've already established in our logical awesomeness that left equals memes, right?
Yes.
So it's a good thing that we're going back now, because that means that now that we're...
the man-made structure is left.
Now we're going this way, and that way's left. So it works out, you know what I mean?
Yee. And so now, when we chose the left before, left was that way, right was this way. And now...
Left is this way.
Therefore, we must follow the memes. And here we see.
And here we see. That's it. We just see.
All we do is see. We do not talk for the rest of this walk.
Okay. Nope, that's freaking stupid. Here we have a wild
dog pot.
Dog pot.
Doggy pot.
Doggy pot. We forgot the E.
No, we forgot the I.
No, E.
E.
Doggy.
Doggy.
No, it's the doggy.
Doggy.
It's an I, but it's pronounced like E.
It's the doji pot.
It's the doji. Dude, I love me a good doji pot in the morning.
I love the smell of douche pot in the morning.
When I was a wee lad, let me tell you this story, all right? When I was a wee lad, I was introduced to this thing called zoo books. I don't know actually how many people would even know anything about zoo books. They're basically like a monthly magazine that came in the mail, and each magazine would be on like another animal. So it'd be like one zoo book would be on elephants, the next one would be on freaking flamingos, the next one would be on penguins or whatever. I never actually picked any of them up because I wasn't actually into reading all that much at the time. But one day I decided to pick one up that wasn't on a specific animal. In fact, it was a zoo book titled Endangered Species. Endangered Species. And of course I was like 7 years old, so I didn't have any freaking clue what that meant. I didn't know what endangered species was, but I decided to pick it up and I started reading it. And something really happened on that day that I started reading it. In that magazine, all of animals and humans were used in this metaphor that really stuck with me. It described everything as like a giant pyramid. Humans are on top of the pyramid, and then every single animal is at the bottom of the pyramid. And basically, if all of these animals at the bottom were to go extinct, humans would fall over. I heard a saying, a little quote recently, which was something along the lines of, if all animals died, humans would cease to exist. But then if all humans died, animals would flourish in the world without us. I just had this like ridiculous passion for animals that I never had before. I mean, the only thing I was really passionate about other than animals at the time was freaking video games. And I was named a number of things. I was named like Zookeeper Austin, Animal Boy, and one of the names that was given to me was Animal Man. So about to visit a good old friend of mine, a good old buddy, old pal. His name is Jarrett. Jarrett and I, we don't see each other very often, and so it's kind of like a really lucky situation when we do. I texted him the other day and told him that I was going to see him this week, whether he freaking liked it or not, and he was like, lol, okay, I work like every day this week. And so I was like, okay, well that's perfectly fine. I'll just pick you up this evening. And he was like, oh, well, I actually have another thing that evening. And he's basically this entire freaking week for him was filled up complete. I don't know how well you can freaking see me, by the way. Either way, I guess I'm just gonna go over to his place now, and not his place, but like kind of just like go to his place of employment and then meet him there, and then we're just gonna walk. I mean, that's kind of how I introduced it to him. I was like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna come over to your place and we're gonna walk, and that's it. So yeah, sorry for interrupting your freaking busy schedule so that I can make you walk. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be worth. Who knows, dude? I don't even know, man. I need to stop this. Don't vlog and drive, kids.
Jarrett, I disagree. I just do.
What are we disagreeing about?
I just just in general. It's just a general disagreement about things. There's wildlife.
I disagree.
That's a pretty wild life, I would say, man. We're living the wild life out in the Wild West. Jarrett's neck of the woods. There's his neck, and there's the woods. And that's funny. It's comedy now. All right. Oh, that's a bird I didn't see.
Except you did see it.
I mean, I did see it, but it wasn't until, like, it was too late.
So in Switzerland,
I
hear they're breeding cattle.
They're breeding cattle, and what are
That's where I hear the F word comes from. That's on video.
That's on video. I've never been here before. There's just
Oh nope, that's not gonna
try. No, you have to do.
I already bruised myself.
You commit it. You have to commit.
I know I did, and then I hit the pole.
I didn't even get it on camera. You
Good.
freaking turd. You're gonna make all of my viewers angry. Joking, dude. I don't have any viewers.
You'll probably get viewers because of me. You see more men than boys.
Well, do I? How do you know?
I mean, on the internet.
On. I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm just gonna stop you right there.
So in Switzerland.
So in Switzerland, that's the greatest
segue.
segue. That's the segue, man. In freaking Switzerland.
Yep. I don't even know if Switzerland has cattle. They got well, they have to have cattle because they're Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
That stupid joke actually kind of makes sense now.
What do you?
Back in the olden days.
Back in the olden days, you had to.
The Swiss Indians.
The Swiss Indian. There's a path here. Let's get. This is my metaphor for a segue. Let's go to Switzerland, boys.
That's your metaphor.
I don't know.
For a segue, not just a segue, or a metaphorical segue. It's a metaphor for a segue.
Dude, I don't even know what it is, but we're going to Switzerland, boys.
All right. Like if I were a muffin, like I'd be the kind that's like firm, but not like really, really dry. I'd have a good amount of moistness to me, like a brownie, like a really good brownie, and not like a really bad brownie that's all dry like a muffin. Dude, blueberry macadamia nut brownies, that's the kind of muffin I am.
That made almost too much sense. I wonder where this place leads. I mean, well, obviously
That's
Switzerland, but I mean, like, you know, speaking of bug spray,
You could probably still smell the sunscreen.
oh, that's freaking delicious. My friend enlightened me one day. I was getting eaten alive outside, and
peppermint oil scares away ticks.
No, that's I can't
It's
argue
true.
with that. I really just can't. But I was getting eaten alive outside, and I was like, yo. I'm getting eaten alive outside, man. My friend comes up to me, she's like, mosquitoes don't eat you, dude. They drink you. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting drunk and alive out here. And that just
There's
freaking
a big difference.
it just freaking blew my mind.
One goes through the tooth, the other one goes through the throat. Specifically the one tooth.
Oh my gosh, you know the one. In case you were wondering who that person was I was talking about, it's this person. We're going to Switzerland. Nature is freaking boring.
Hey, you gotta use your imagination, man.
Imagination.
Like
Okay,
you just
well,
walked into a
I haven't.
spider
Oh, cool. Frick. Dadgum.
No, we're pretending.
No, we're. Oh, right. Yes, I knew that. I'm in a gosh diggity darn cobweb. How will I Everest? Hello, hanging branch of hangingness.
Are you still there? That's what I want to know.
Don't ask me, Mr. Jarrett, in order to stay like relevant on YouTube, I need to do
Savage.
No, I need to do a
Freeze frame.
No, I don't need to do that either. I need to do a try not to laugh challenge. All right, so I'm gonna need you to try not to laugh at that there log. Dadgummit. All right, here we go. All right, you're doing great. How are you doing it so well? I'm not looking at. That's how I'm holding in the giggles. But I mean, holy jeez, comedy gold right there. Look at that thing. How are you not laughing? Because I really didn't think this trail would be so freaking long.
Wait, I heard it.
I disagree. Someone had the audacity. I'm getting drunk and alive.
Nature doesn't just rectangle like this.
Are you sure?
Nature doesn't rectangle.
Nature doesn't rectangle?
Nope. It ovals.
I mean, I wasn't pretty sure those are called ellipses, you dipwad. What? Am I missing something?
I disagree.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of Switzerland, are we in Switzerland yet? Gosh, we're actually gonna get lost in the woods. I mean, there's two paths. Which one you want? You want this path or that
This
path?
is the least most taken, probably because it goes straight. Everybody goes to the left.
Because the left is where the memes are. Who needs freaking imagination, dude?
Well,
Imagine something. Go.
oh, you wanted me to say it out
Yes.
loud? Iceberg.
Iceberg.
Right here in the middle of the woods.
Frick. Well, guess we gotta turn around now.
Yep. See, this is why I practice in the mirror before I usually say things.
Yeah.
But your camera's getting this all raw.
Unfortunately, there are no mirrors in nature. Anyways, moving on to Switzerland. Would you look at that? Some more nature. Look, there's a fork. That's the weirdest looking fork I've ever seen, though. I would never eat with this fork. Dadgummit. Somebody wash it up. Dadgummit. This is going the wrong way now. We're supposed to go this way. Okay, well, there's the Atlantic Ocean. Glad we saw it. It's an ocean, and all oceans are Atlantic, I'm pretty sure. See here, Jarrett, if you take the Hooser-Haggett to the Hoosa-Moosa, you get the Falls Lake Trail. Going this way, I guess. To the water. I'm thirsty, actually. This is pretty decent scenery.
Here's something.
Quiet nature, trying to enjoy you. I saw a guy on Twitter, I think, and his name was Jarrett the Carrot. What do you think about this name? Dude, there's like water and stuff.
Well, there's not like water, my friend. There totally is water. No, like it was like in the 80s.
Really?
Yep, they dammed it up, and then here we are.
And here we are.
That's true for a lot of things.
What are you trying to imply there?
It's all good till somebody dams it up. That could be used against me later.
Yep, it probably can. This is the weirdest looking bridge I've ever seen in my life. It's not even a bridge, it's just a thing that you walk on. What is even the point of this? I don't understand. There's like a pump in case you want some water next to the water. There's like some water in case you want some water.
See, that tree was on ground.
That tree was on ground.
Before the water said no.
Before the water was just like, nope.
I'm the only one on Facebook.
Are you though?
Yep.
You're the only person on Facebook ever.
The only Jarrett Slusher on Facebook.
No hunting. You got that? No hunting.
Is fishing hunting?
I guess. The only thing that I've seen here are spider webs. I don't know what you're supposed to hunt. You could hunt spider webs and make some nice
armor.
Silk armor. I've always wanted to go on the hunt for some good old spooder webs. That doesn't make sense, or dollars, or even euros. And we also do pay in lollipops.
Well, I'm all out of those.
Well, you're poor as far as I'm concerned. You're a freaking hobo. Hobo Jarrett the Carrot right here, boys. Comedy.
Central.
Nope, just comedy.
I like Studio C.
I disagree.
Because they're Mormon.
Okay. I don't understand.
No, because they're funny and they're clean. Like my hands.
They're funny and they're clean. Your hands are funny and clean. I agree.
Maybe they're not clean.
Your eyes funny. That's funny. You should be a pro comedian.
Yeah, there's that hanging stick again.
Yep. Goodbye, hanging stick. I missed it. I don't even know what it was. I'll never know. The world will never know what you mean by a little hammer unless they do, in which case I'm just a stupid homeschooler.
There's a little stick and a leaf.
A little stick and a leaf. And you came to hammer conclusion how?
Because it looked like a hammer.
Okay.
Consisting of a stick and a leaf.
Okay.
Okay, imagine this, the stick.
Okay.
And then we're looking for the leaf. Imagine that stick and this leaf getting together. That was the hammer.
That's funny. Your hands really are hilarious, dude. That's great. I'm sweating like a boy.
Straight out of the
boy.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, that sounds bad. Imagine these boys like coming out of each other's stomachs. Like those Russian dolls.
Like
but slightly different and more obscene.
And more appropriate.
Oh, well, that too.
That sounds smart. Ever been smart before? Nope. Let's speaking of Switzerland.
You know, I hear the weather is lovely in Switzerland this time of year.
We did it, man. We finally made it to Switzerland, and I'm having me some of nature's food with some. I grew this my own self. You're welcome. And didn't ask for anything on this hot dog, but they gave me black stuff, so I guess I get stuff anyway. That's about it, I guess. We're pro nature explorer boys. Hey, Switzerland. Animal Man is a nickname that stuck with me for so long. I decided to make it like part of myself. It's like who I am now. Now, of course, Animal Man is a very, very generic name to say the least. And it's actually because of this that I ran into a couple issues with calling myself Animal Man. The first one that really, really popped up was when I started playing Minecraft and I needed a username. So I put down Animal Man because, that was me. And of course, it was taken because, like I said, it's a very generic name. So I put down Animal_Man. And that was taken as well. And then I put down Animal_Man_, and I hated that because it looked so terrible. It looked stupid. But I cared more about playing Minecraft at the time than like really putting time and effort into my username, so I just went with it. And after a couple of years, honestly, the underscores really kind of like, I kind of just adopted them into the name because it was kind of like, Animal Man's very generic, and then adding the 2 underscores was kind of like my little twist to the whole thing. And I honestly really liked it, and any time that I had the opportunity to put down Animal Man without the underscores, I never did so because I preferred to have the 2 underscores because it was, my own thing. It was the thing that set me apart from all the other Animal Mans out there, I guess.
Nobody likes it. What? I think I'm gonna try and angle it a little bit.
Like, put the frisbee down there and like angle it off.
This is a test. Testing. I'm testing. You can tell by the way that I'm clapping that I'm testing.
It looks more like
It's
clapping,
testing.
but
I
it's
really highly doubt that they can hear us all that well, but it doesn't. So just speak up, all right?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Talk like
so,
you're talking to the
I don't know if you
tree
knew or
over
not,
there.
but one day I came to my friend Jack here and I was like, you know what? I have an original idea that nobody's given me. We should start a podcast. And I told him that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't think you.
and he agreed.
And then he woke up, and then I went over to him and told him, "Yeah, we should start a podcast."
It was
That
a
would be
dream,
awesome.
and I was
a
I was like, dude, it was foretold, bruh. It was destined.
Except
to
it was my idea. So,
yeah.
but he dreamt about it, so I can give him a
So
little bit of the
technically,
credit.
it was my idea. And then Noah's just a scrub. We decided. To
I'm just
add
a
on.
third wheel, I guess.
But we have a major issue.
What we do?
We do. We have a major freaking issue. You know what that issue is?
What?
We don't have a title.
Oh my gosh, the title.
We don't have
What do
a
we
title
do?
for the podcast.
What do we do?
What are we supposed to call the podcast?
Call 911. That's right.
We're the worst parents there ever was, honestly.
Wait. We have problems now.
Oh gosh, this can only be bad and nothing else. Machine, what's the chicken?
I built this phone.
You built this.
I don't know.
I don't.
Hey, where you at?
Where are you at? Where are you? Do me a monologue. Give me a monologue. Give me that.
Once a day, I had to go to the park.
It sucked. Are you trying to say something, man? Jeez, this is my house. I built it from scratch.
Oh, sure you did.
I got all my skills from Minecraft. It's a house, and that's it. This trash can doesn't have his hat on, but this one does. There was a gruesome trash can war, and this man didn't survive, unfortunately. Tragedy. We should write a book about it. I always lock the door from the outside so that it's harder for me to get in my own house. And I like stick you on up here and have just like a, oh cool, this is gonna fall and crack and die.
Yes, it is.
I haven't had a case on my Pahone since 1987. That should probably change sometime soon.
You don't need the light back then. They didn't even have an iPhone back then.
Stop logicking. I mean, it's true though. I couldn't have a case on it back then because, you know, A, I wasn't born, and B, I wonder how long it's going to stay up there before it falls and cracks and I
And
lose
you
myself.
die, and your parents would be like, "No, I did this time."
Yeah, I actually built all of these houses. I kind of messed up on the stairs here. This is pretty what the shit. And I also locked the door from the outside once again. Who needs that house anyway? We got this one over here.
It's a chicken coop. You
It's
don't
a
live in
chicken
that.
coop. I do live in a chicken
Unless you
coop.
want to be like the
Little do you
prodigal
know,
son from the Bible.
I am a chicken. No,
like-
he was with pigs, you dipwad.
But-
Joel!
Joel. Hey, Joel was here.
Joel!
Joel.
No, it doesn't say he was here. It just says Joel. Okay, don't make assumptions. Come on now. You know better than that. Also, if this is a chicken coop, it's a pretty bad one because there's a freaking hole right here. There's a freaking hole! McDonald's. No other kitty cat.
I'm not a kid. No!
I don't want to really start vlogging until Jack gets here, but it's too late. He should have come early. What are you doing? Come back here, you chicken. You're supposed to be in your chicken coop. Jack.
No!
Oh, you're over there now. No! Mamma mia! No! Did you just say these are lamps? These are not lamps. I am not walking on lamps. They are lamps unto my feet, if you know what I'm saying. Man,
I'm
you do
so
that.
small now. Look at me. So small. I'm not even head and shoulders above.
Hello down there.
Hi.
That wasn't actually the front door. That was actually the back door. Little do you know. Okay, goodbye now.
It doesn't shut.
Hey man.
Where'd you come from? Hey, what's up?
Where are you?
No, we're at the barn thingamajiggers.
No, we're coming to you.
We're coming
to you, Jack.
When it comes
Hang
to
on, Jack. Hang on.
That's awesome.
Who else would it be? I found pollution.
Sorry, something else instead was funny. Oh, you're at the toilet. Okay, that's great.
What?
Just go
We'll meet you there, Jack.
They have numbers?
Maybe not a number. No,
Do they have like
we don't need a number.
freaking like all these things that have numbers and stuff? Like this, like
What are you talking about? We're trying to find a podcast. We're not talking about numbers. Math is stupid.
Especially mental math.
Anyway, all right. So
Her name is Anamana. So
Animal Man A.
Mania.
I like Anamana better. Sounds like a cheesy girl's name.
But that, yeah, exactly. I'm not a girl.
I know.
Jeez, if I was a female, you
why
could
it's
call me
funny.
Anamana all you want. Jeez. Jeez.
All right.
Freaking jeez. Okay.
Okay, we gotta find a title.
We should call ourselves the Three Fat Turds.
No.
No.
Three little piggies.
Don't you think children will be watching this?
No.
No.
But
This
We
is
are
for...
children.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait.
Way to bring us back to reality.
Thank you. Thanks, Austin. It's great. We're floating in the sky right now.
No, that's
Don't
true.
leave me high and dry. Literally.
All right.
Don't leave me high and dry.
High
What
and
about
dry.
the three little piggies?
The Three Little
Three
Piggies.
little piggies.
Yeah.
But see,
but the
we
thing
should
is-
do another animal.
We need something
We should
in our
do the
name so
three
that
little
people know what we're going to be talking
flamingos.
about.
Flamingos, right?
Yeah,
Flamingos.
because it's original.
They're
But
pink.
then people are going to think we're going to talk about flamingos. And I don't want to talk about flamingos.
Why not? Flamingos are pretty cool.
I know, but every episode...
They like stand on one leg and crap. We can talk
Eh.
about balance. That's what it would be. It would be a yoga podcast, and we'd be talking
A
about
yoga
balance.
podcast.
Oh, now we went to yoga. That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
There's a lot of freaking open space here, I would say. There's also a boy here. Don't frisbee. He brought a frisbee. He has a weapon. Oh, there's spikes on the frisbee to make it harder, more challenging. You're so cool. Every time I can catch a boy with a camera at the same. See, I told you, skill. Whoa. This vlog was not scripted. I swear.
This is obviously not scripted.
Dang it! I forgot the script. There's a frisbee. It's okay. But,
Nobody saw that.
That's right.
Jack has just informed me that he doesn't want to be an extra, so we're gonna have to redo the last 20 minutes or so.
You guys have stumbled upon my log cabin.
No, that's my log cabin.
Lob kitty?
Log cabin. I built it my own shelf.
You built your own shelf?
I
built the rest of it, so I think it's fine.
Well, fine, but I get the shelf.
And I built the
Fine.
fire.
But I gotta put stuff on the
You
shelf.
built the freaking
I
forest
built the
fire over
fire.
there. Good job, man.
Hey, you think they're having a party for us and we're just missing it?
I
Yep.
would love to go over there and see what
Oh, so there's the Atlantic Ocean over here.
Hopefully not. It's locked. Do you have a key?
Of course they do.
Let's
It's
hope
my
we can get
house,
into your
after all.
house before the zombies
Dude,
come out
I don't
at
see your
night.
shelf.
Dude, you don't see my shelf?
I don't see your shelf. Look in there.
Dude.
See if you can see a shelf.
Dude, you better not have taken my shelf out, dude, because I'm gonna be an
Austin.
angry boy.
We have a sponsor.
Sponsor.
I guess
Wait,
that
we have a
works.
sponsor?
Sponsor. Hold it up.
We have a
Make sure-
sponsor. The Bravectico.
Sounds like a medicine.
This is a giant pill, little do you know. I'm going to swallow it whole on camera.
Second shot.
New pills are so cool you could actually play sports with them.
Thank you
Well,
for
I guess sponsoring.
thank you.
President, people will
for-
play with their medicine.
as you do. You know what I mean. Here, have your meds.
He needs more than I
Don't
do.
talk about that.
You need those
Whoa! What happened?
The meds, they were attracted to you. If you want to redo everything, we didn't go that way. We can go that way later.
Why aren't any of these people in their homes? And why do they even...
Because they're all owned by me and they're staying off of private property. Unlike you right now. Get off my lawn.
Why don't you have a door?
Because Doors are so overrated. I mean, honestly, they're just an inconvenience. You have to let go. But why can't you just walk through the hole? I mean,
You're not even tall enough for the hole.
I
think this proves that you didn't make the house.
I did actually.
Why would you make a door that isn't your height?
I was just really young and like,
Okay.
I was a wee lad back then, and I still didn't fit because.
Let's see if we can find this shelf you said you worked so hard on.
Yeah, we need to find the missing shelf.
Oh,
Three boys in the mystery of the missing shelf.
Okay, so that's a mystery story now.
Yeah, it's a mystery story now. We need a plot line, dadgummit.
I had supper though.
I mean lunch. Did you really though?
Yes.
I disagree.
Okay. Sure, disagree. But now I know what my tummy. I know what my stomach said. Let me.
Your stomach speaks to you
Yes.
in mysterious ways.
Wow. I don't know.
Glad I missed that conversation.
Built like a little shelter.
don't
Like have
see
like
any
a
horses.
freaking do not enter sign.
Yes, I feel like the more you move your hand in that direction, the more it makes sense to me. So please keep doing that.
Just.
I get it now. It makes sense. I mean, yeah, obviously you draw on walls.
There's like 2 plates down there.
There's 2 plates. Oh yeah, that's where I have dinner actually.
In the do not enter sign.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible.
That's
You go
what are you
under
talking
Do you
about?
eat in your mind?
I eat in the mine shaft. Yeah. I went all the way underground to figure out what
mind
year
shaft?
it is, and now I know. Oh, well, there goes the wind.
Oh, there goes. Oh, is that
Phone.
a movie?
Stupid.
There goes
That wasn't the phone. That was the wind.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
As soon as you
positive.
put the phone there, it fell.
Okay,
Is
well,
that-
I
is
know,
that a
but that's
movie?
because the freaking the gosh.
Okay.
Darn.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your phone this once.
Is that a movie?
Is that a movie?
Gone as the Wind.
Gun is the. I don't.
Gone is the wind. I think it's Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the
actually.
Wind.
Same
See,
difference.
I mean, the frisbee gone with the wind.
Yeah.
It's a movie now. We need to make a movie.
How much did you pay those extras to be in our movie?
They're just. I didn't.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
they wanted
free.
to do it just because they were.
Because they
because-
heard that we were going to be in.
You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. It's not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, Animal Man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah. You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. It's not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, animal man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah. You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. It's not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, animal man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah. You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. Not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, Animal Man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah. You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. So on this occasion, I just asked a couple of my friends if they were able to just hang outside for a little bit. And that's it. We all need a little touch of nature in our lives, you know what I mean? Hanging out inside all day, every day, man, gotta get some fresh air. Not even like I have anything wrong with nature either. I mean, I am, after all, Animal Man. Kind of a funny story behind that name, actually. Yeah. You know, man, I don't identify as an outdoor person, okay? So generally speaking, if I, like as a friend, ask you if you want to hang outside for whatever reason, you can probably assume one of a couple of things. You can either assume that I'm like on drugs, that I've been hacked, or you could very well assume that I am desperate. And in this case, I am desperate. Desperate for what, you may ask? Well, I'm desperate to freaking vlog. I have not vlogged since like January, and it has been a long time since I've had an opportunity to make a freaking project like that. I do really freaking enjoy vlogging.